YouTube, what's up, everybody, man? It's good to see y'all, man. Your boy Mario. I'm back at it again with another video today, man. Today we want to talk about none other than the Louisiana, my bad, none other than the New Orleans Saints. So sorry for butchering that. Y'all gonna be like, bro, that's not even your team. But no, man, I'm kind of excited as to talk about the Saints today, man. Not really much good news to really look forward into today. We played against the Chargers today. We lost. I think we lost 20. We lost 20-13. Tyler Shough, he threw one touchdown, a deep, I think it was like a 54-yarder to Mason Tipton. And Mason Tipton, man, he keeps being a camp guy, but I hope this year he actually come back and make the roster and actually fight for a good shot at being one of the receivers to actually make a name for himself this season because his name been circulating the last two training camps, and I feel like you know he's someone that when I see little flashes and glimpses of him, he looks pretty solid, but it's gonna be interesting to see him try to fight for a spot. You got Cedric Wilson, Rashid Shaheed, Brandon Cook, and you got Chris Olave. So that's already like four guys ahead of him. So I really hope to see him do good because he seems promising. But last season it was kind of hurt, so we didn't really get to see much of him. And the one game we did see him, he looked all right. So I'm excited to see him. Spencer Rattler, he Spencer is always an up and down hill guy for me because he'll show you flashes of him looking pretty decent, and then the main thing about him, he's just too inconsistent. He's too inconsistent. Some of the throws, he's pretty loose with the ball. I think he had like two fumbles today. There's just something about Spencer, man. It's just off, and I feel like that's probably why he lost his job to Caleb Williams. Um, when he played over there and I forgot where he played. Played South Carolina, but he played somewhere else, Oklahoma, I want to say, prior to that, and lost his job to Caleb Williams. I just think that there's something about him that he just needs a little bit more development. Yeah, I personally don't feel comfortable with him being a starter. Tyler Shough, on the other hand, he's a rookie, he got a lot more to learn and stuff like that. But I felt like the guys, and that's just from my unbiased opinion, from what I saw, it looked like he was commanding the offense a little bit better than Spencer Rattler did. And I think that, that says a lot because he's just a rookie. And, most of these guys know Spencer Rattler from last year. So I think today was just like it was a cool day. It wasn't anything super impressive that, New Orleans fans should feel excited about. It just more of like, it's kind of what we expected. If he Spencer Rattler, if he Tyler Shough, Jake Haener, I guess, whatever. It's kind of what we all expected. The defense looked solid. Had a couple. No, defense looked pretty solid. Defense looked pretty solid. Not gonna lie, defense looked solid. The line looked solid. We just got to see a little bit more from Spencer and Tyler. This next game. That's the next game they play against the Jags on Sunday. So we'll see how they do. But I think for this first game, Um, it was just up in the air. It was a little bit of mixed feelings. Happy to see Tyler made a completion to Mason Tipton for that 54-yard touchdown. But other than that, I mean, wasn't really too much to be impressed by, I guess. Yeah. So, we'll look forward to seeing them next week. And, hopefully they come out with a W. Hopefully they show us something promising and give us Saints fans something excited to care about and wanna watch. So yeah, that's pretty much what I got on our Saints today. We lost to the Chargers, but we showing promise and we showing that we can fight. So that's good. My next little topic I want to get into is Shedeur Sanders. Shedeur Sanders he's been doing pretty decent. He did pretty decent in this game against the Panthers. I think he was 14 for 23 for about 138 yards and two touchdowns. Probably the most impressive stats by any of the rookies um, coming in rookies this year, and he, out of all the rookies, probably had the least amount of reps with the number ones and number two. He's only been working with the threes and fours. So if Shedeur, him coming out and performing like this, a lot of people are gonna be like, "Oh, preseason blah, preseason this." Yeah, sure it is, but imagine if he was had more reps with the number ones and number twos, and is given the same opportunity as Jackson Dart, Dylan Gabriel, Tyler Shough. If he was given the same opportunities some of these guys, Cam Ward, how would he look? Would he have looked better? Would he have looked worse? Only time could tell. So I think Shedeur, man, I think he's one of those prophecies where the only thing people want to say is just talk down on him, man. I feel like he's just a humble kid who's gonna let rise above the occasion, and be someone who could play football at a high level and give a lucky fan base something to cheer for a couple of years. Personally, I wish that was the Saints. I really wish we'd have got him, but we didn't, and I can't do nothing about that. But hope that they saw something in Tyler that we didn't, and I'm an optimistic guy. I'm gonna be there for week one in Arizona, so I'm hoping when I go there, I see something too that makes me feel like he's the guy for the foreseeable future. But I, you know, I feel excited for this season. I know it's not a lot to look forward to, but I feel like this season is going to show us a lot, not just about our quarterback, but about our team, about the guys around them, and about the coaching staff and how everyone come together and work together as one. So, you know, that's my big takeaway, man. That's my big takeaway from this NFL preseason game from week one. Like Jackson Dart, he looked pretty decent too. Quinn Ewers kind of struggled. Jalen Milrow, he looked pretty good. So, I'm excited for these young guys, man. I'm excited. I'm really excited for the NFL season coming up. Excited to talk about just the season with you guys, the teams who I'm most excited to look. Who am I most excited looking forward to see? Like what team? I think the Giants are going to be a surprise for a lot of people. I think the Patriots are going to be a surprise for a lot of people. Um, and yeah, man, I think we're in tune for one of the best NFL seasons, probably ever, honestly. So yeah, man, let me know in the comments if there's any other topics y'all want me to talk about. If there's any other team y'all want me to talk about, because you know what I mean. Um, I kind of just want to be able to talk sports, talk football, just give a little bit of my insight about different things. I do a little bit of research here and here, so that's pretty much what I'm about. So check me out, man. Let me know in the comments or like this video if y'all want to hear more New Orleans Saints stuff. Y'all want to hear me talk more about just NFL period, because something I'm passionate about, something that I'm trying to find more like-minded people like myself, and we could just have a discussion, conversation, and just come together as a community, talk about football, sports, culture, anything under the sun. So appreciate you guys. Thanks for rocking out with me. I'm gonna catch y'all later.